Desde que me acompaña el verso, no conozco del silencio químico esos sentimientos y se anublan tal tormento.
Oh, right here? Okay, reach out. Put him here. Because he's sick.
Oh.
You recording already?
Yeah.
Hi, Carlos. Take it off.
Me?
Do the honors.
Oh, I'm doing. I get to take the honors today,
You
guys.
take the honors.
Welcome back to another episode of Ransom, where we do random shit plus some. Here with my main host,
What up, what up, what up?
Big E. You got your co-host, Charlie. And we got a special guest in the building today, right?
Yep.
We haven't been doing this for a while. Well, I've been personally out. A little too much work.
Golfing. That's what he's been doing.
It's work, man.
He calls it work, but he's not really doing shit. He's golfing.
It's part of the work industry. Let's put it that way. You know, I'm trying to get sponsored by Nike. Tiger Woods, hit me up, bro. You know, you can call me the Mexican Tiger Woods.
Okay.
TaylorMade. I need some new clubs. But we got our new guest in the building.
He has a YouTube channel.
Okay.
It's over 100K subscribers. Hey, I'm gonna say, is it like your work?
It's kind of like a side job.
I'm
a full-time mechanic.
Hobby?
I don't know. I was debating on stopping being a mechanic because like this year it started doing a lot better, and then they demonetized me. so it's a little bummer, but so I'm gonna stay a mechanic for a little longer.
Okay.
But in the future, definitely do that.
Think
full-time.
about doing full time.
You know, it's just with the winter here. It's more of a summer only job.
Yeah.
So it's like I save videos to post in the winter and still like have content, but I have like a 3-month window where I do removals, and then the rest of the year it's just post videos.
Before we continue with the topic, can you tell us what you do? Because I don't think the YouTubers know.
Yeah, so my channel's called Wasp Hunter, and I basically do wasp and hornet removals. Been doing it for a long time. I started in the pest control industry, and then I was actually posting videos on Facebook, and people liked them, so started the YouTube like 5 years ago, and then I don't know, I've been doing it ever since. It's been paying good, so
kind of took off.
Yeah,
it kind of took off.
I started a TikTok like 3 months ago, and I think I got monetized within the first week, and it's just like a lot of people like it. I don't know why. Me personally, I never watched it before doing it, but a lot of people like watching it. So
it's almost like when people watch drug drivers drive.
You know,
like you don't know why, but it's entertaining. You know,
I get caught watching some stupid videos.
It's like out of nowhere, you're just like, oh fuck, cool.
You know.
But yeah, man, like I seen some of your content. How hard is that type of job with the wasp?
I mean the job itself is not horrible. It's mainly the heat in the bee suit. Like you sweat your ass off.
Oh, you wear that suit, that white suit with
you're dying. Like when it's 80% humidity here and 100 degrees. Like
especially in
I put that suit on and I'm dripping wet before I even get to the removal, and it's like it sucks.
Is the suit like made out of leather or something, or
it's just cotton?
Okay.
It's kind of funny because it's not sting proof. A lot of people think it's like sting proof, and it's just like a baggy cotton cover. So it's like essentially when they sting, they're stinging the air because it's not tight on you. But if I bend over, like I get stung in the back and stuff all the time. People ask, I say I probably get stung like 20 to 30 times a year at least.
Damn.
And that's in a bee suit, so you don't want to do it without one.
I can't even handle one, dude.
What about the headgear? Because I know the headgear.
It's got like
you got plenty of space in that, right?
Yeah, I normally wear a hat because like same thing with the fencing. Like they could sting through it, so like the hat bill will keep it from getting in my face. But if I bend wrong, they'll get you in the neck and stuff.
Jesus.
I've had them get in the suit. I actually I don't know what the name of the video is, but in one of my videos, I was doing a ground wasp nest. And,
is that the one where the boulder was in the way?
I don't think so. I think it was, God, it was one of my earlier ones. It was in like my first year, but I was doing it, and I heard a buzzing around my head, and I'm like, I couldn't figure it out. And like I walked around camera because I was like, I could hear them in the helmet, and I went and I took it off, and I'm like, the whole thing was unzipped, so they were just coming into it, and I was like, oh shit. But I didn't get stung that time.
So when you record your videos, right? Because you need both hands to do the wasp. I'm assuming, right?
It's tricky because I hold the camera. I'm like, I've had people come with me to film before, and they always like back out. Like, as soon as it gets crazy, they're like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm
Do
like,
they
I
wear
had
a suit too, or they're just okay? They wear a suit too. Okay,
I
We
brought
should send
like
you, bro.
I'll be down.
Right?
I'll be down to do it. Yeah.
Oh man. It's fun though. Like I've had a few videos where I had people in them, but normally if you watch the whole video, at the end they're not there anymore, and it's like that's why.
Look at that.
People
Once
get
they see a lot of
scared and
bees, they're like,
leave, you know?
no, we good.
Minute 5, they're into it and like, you know what, dude?
Yeah.
Call it a day.
Because I'm like, I let them swarm, and I try to make the videos more exciting, you know, and I don't know. I guess that's why I'm cruel. But,
That's what I don't understand. So basically,
Be
what's
careful
been
with
going?
Fufu there, bro. You're gonna break his
Oh,
neck.
my bad, bro. Can I say hey, Fufu, Chava? He's a little bit sick today. Say hi. So, what I've lately, because I have you on Facebook, so I see the updates. So you've been having an issue with YouTube that they're demonetizing you
yeah.
because it's
So
animal cruelty, basically.
yeah, it's
just
total BS.
crazy
But,
to
you
me,
know,
'cause-
I think it was like on the 7th. It was just I normally check my stats on YouTube when I wake up, and I opened it, and it like didn't show my income, and I was like, the heck happened? And like, was it an update? And then I looked, and I got an email saying they demonetized my channel, and I was like, I don't know, for 5 years I've never had a strike, never had a single video taken down, and then they just took my whole channel down, and I was like, I didn't really get it. I went online, and the appeal process with YouTube is like a joke. You get 1,000 letters, not 1,000 words, like 1,000 characters to defend your case, and it takes them 2 weeks. But so when it first happened, I watched other people's videos that got demonetized, and they all said, like, I think at like 40,000 subscribers or something, you get the YouTube support and creator support, they call it. So everyone was saying you do the I can't even think of what it's called now. I do the appeal, and then after I do the appeal, reach out to support because they can escalate it. So I did the appeal. I reached out to support, and then they closed the appeal because I was talking to the support guy. So then that was like the first week. So then I was talking to the support guy. He said reopen an appeal. So I reopened an appeal, and then about a week went by, and they denied it again. So when he denied it, it was like a replyable email. So I wrote him like good 2-page paragraph stating my case, and he replied back, and he said he's escalating it to the supervisor team above him for a human review. And I'm like, I don't know if that means he wasn't human, but I'm like, it was really weird, you know. And I feel like a lot of the stuff was just AI like done, because like their replies were really basic, and it was like I was like, if you're gonna take it down, like, can you give me an example of what's cool in my video or what needs to be taken out? Because I'm like, I got 160 videos or so, and I'm like, they can't all be bad.
Yeah.
And not only that, you're not the only one doing wasp removal videos, right? There's a bunch of them out
there's
there.
a dude called Hornet King, and he's got over 1 million subscribers. So I'm like, he's been doing it longer than me, and I mean, he's more, I guess, friendly. Like, I don't know. I do what people want to see. Like, I fill them with spray foam or spray glue. And, like, I do like crazy stuff. But I'm like, it's all within the realm of like professional. Like, people are paying me to do this, and they're watching me. So it's like, I don't have unhappy customers. And so I'm like, I do it more exciting. And he uses like a vacuum. And I'm like, the vacuum, It's cool. I've used it in a video, but it's like you hear the vacuum the whole time.
You
And
can't
it's
really
really
hear any of the
annoying,
words you're
you
saying.
know?
ASMR and
And
shit.
but he like feeds the larvae to his chickens, and people like it. But I'm like, you're feeding the wasp babies to another animal, which is, according to YouTube,
Cruel.
the same thing that
Yeah.
I'm doing essentially. And when you vacuum them, they're going in a bucket of soap water, which is they're gonna suffocate.
Exactly.
It's like you just don't see them
Yeah.
dying. So I'm like, on mine, you see them dying.
So
but
you're basically going from point A to point B in 100.
exactly.
And they're going
you know?
A, B, C, and D.
Yeah, like when I worked at the pest control place, like I used similar products though, and it's like I told the guy that was doing the appeal, I was like I could see the spray glue. You'd think that's cruel, but I'm like, every pest control tech has glue traps,
Yeah.
and it's common stuff that's
Yeah,
used in the
exactly.
industry. And spray foam, they actually make a wasp spray foam, so I'm like, can't really say I'm using shit that's like way out of the realm, you know? And people want to see it. They ask for it. So
Yeah.
it's like, and they were saying like it doesn't have value in their community. And I'm like, I got like 46
What's
million
that?
views,
Yeah.
100 something thousand subs. Like clearly people watch
Wanna
it and
see
want to
it,
see it,
yeah.
you know? And so they say it's animal cruelty, and they're owned by Google. And if you go on Google and type "is killing a wasp animal cruelty," just Google it
Let's Google it.
and
right
tell me what it says. And this is Google, who owns YouTube, who's saying that I'm
I'll Google it real quick.
animal
Continue with
cruelty
your
for killing a wasp.
now. That's crazy. Cause even I looked into it, right? I was like, it can't be animal cruelty because it's pest control.
You know,
It has to be part of pest control. And I Googled that, and it says wasps is part of pest control.
and
So
like
there's no way. I mean, if killing a wasp is cruel, then killing a gnat is the same.
yeah, oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, it
exactly.
doesn't add up to what they're trying to argue or trying to.
You know,
And
and,
if- you
there's a channel called Ants Canada. This guy's got like 5 million subs, and he has ants in cages fight each other.
Oh, what?
And I'm like, how's
gotta
that
see
allowed?
that,
Like, this
yeah.
guy's legit puts different types of ants in ecosystems, and he'll film them fighting to the death. And I'm like,
It's
but that's acceptable, you know? And it's like,
Yeah.
it doesn't really make sense to me, because so when I kill them, I film from start to finish, and I'm like, I kill them in 15 minutes. Like, I slaughter them, they're all done. Like, any suffering is kept to a minimum. And like, you call the pest control guy, he's gonna spray it, and they're gonna die over a couple days. They're gonna come back, take the nest down,
instant.
and yeah, exactly,
Gas chamber.
instantly dead, you know. And so I'm like, in my eyes, I'm doing it as minimally cruel as humanly
Yeah, like-
possible, because they're dying. But insects, like, if you Google it, they don't feel pain. So I'm not causing suffering to something that doesn't feel any
Joy.
of the pain that's
Yeah.
causing. And they say their brains have such little function
Yeah.
that they don't have the concept of understanding what's happening. They
Yeah.
just have instinct. So they're not going through any type of suffering because they're dying,
Yeah.
and they're not feeling pain. And it's like, it's nature, you know? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
if something else
Yeah,
came
so
and
as
killed
of-
that nest,
As of
same
what
would
Google
happen.
says, it's your objective should be to reduce and encounter these animals, not eliminate them from their complete environment, but to reduce how many wasps there are.
What you told him to Google?
No. Google is killing a wasp animal cruelty.
Did you type
Is,
that?
is killing a wasp cruel?
No,
Oh, I told
animal
you.
cruelty.
I googled the wrong thing. Sorry, viewers.
Yeah.
I was confused. I was like, I'm pretty sure. You didn't type
I mean, it could be cruel, but it's
Well-
not animal cruelty.
But like, if it's not cruel because people call you to do it.
And I mean, is a wasp an animal?
It's an insect.
It's an insect.
That is true.
So I'm like, I'm not killing animals. The funny part is when I worked in the pest control industry, like I like animals. I'm an animal person, and I would go around customers' houses, and they'd have these little traps, and they would catch like the squirrels and the ground squirrels in them. And I swear, every single time I was serving a customer's house and they had one of them, I let that little guy out. I was like, not today, homie. And I'm like, I always let him free.
I didn't know they kill.
They put little like cage traps and it'll catch them, and then I guess like you're supposed to call and have them picked up. But working in the pest control industry, no one calls to have them picked up. And like you go around people's houses and it's normally like squirrels that are just rotted in there, and it's like it's horrible. So when I see them in them, I let them out. I'm like, no.
Those squirrels don't squirrels live like 4 years?
I don't know. I honestly
it's
don't
like
know.
something
I
like
like
that.
squirrels though.
Yeah, they're cool.
You know, I'm like out of all the little like scavenger animals, I like squirrels.
Okay, did you find something?
No, I can't find shit. Keep popping up Wikipedia, and I don't trust
All right,
Wikipedia.
here. All right, I got it for you. All right, so this is right on Google, right?
See, his popped up
Hey,
right away.
ready?
My shit popped
Yeah,
up
I
with
already-
Reddit.
okay. Is killing a wasp considered animal cruelty? According to most legal and ethical standards, killing a wasp is generally not considered animal cruelty because insects like wasps are not typically protected under animal cruelty laws. Due to that understanding that they do not experience pain in the same way as mammals. So
So on and so forth.
So I'm like, and that's
Yeah.
the company that owns Google putting information out saying it's not
It's
animal
not animal
cruelty,
cruelty.
but then YouTube's demonetizing me for animal cruelty, and I'm like,
And
their
they
own
really-
ownership is saying it's not animal cruelty.
and they don't specify the why, right? They don't tell
no,
you.
they give me no specific
no
at
any
all.
specific
Nothing.
reason why.
I even asked like in the appeal if they could give me an exam, and it's like nothing. The guy that I was back and forthing with, he would not give me any specifics. They just basically like say they reviewed it. You want me to read their denial
Yeah.
email?
Yeah, let's
Oh,
hear
let me
what
find
YouTube
this.
has to say.
Let me find it. It's in
Don't
my
demonetize
email.
us too, YouTube. We're
I
just,
don't think that happens.
we only got 5 subscribers.
Man, I'll give you a lot of views. I got a lot of subscribers. A lot of my people will watch this when I post on my
Dude,
thing.
they're gonna
It's
want to
up.
hear what's going on
All
too.
right, so this is the second denial from email, or God, I can't even talk. Second denial email from YouTube. It says, "Hi, Michael. Good day to you. I hope this email finds you well. I see that you are reaching out about the recent appeal you submitted concerning the demonetization of your YouTube channel due to concerns surrounding animal abuse. We understand this is a sensitive topic, and we appreciate your effort to address the situation. After careful review of your appeal and a thorough evaluation of the flag content, we regret to inform you that we cannot overturn the initial decision at this time. On YouTube, protecting animals is one of our priorities. Our policies, again, animals, because not insects.
Not insects.
Animals. Our policies strictly prohibit any content that depicts or promotes animal abuse. Unfortunately, the videos in question violate these policies, and we take such violations very seriously. To learn more about our policies, please visit this link." It makes me think it's like AI.
It's like
'cause I'm
an
you're adding these
automatic
little
answer,
links.
yeah.
You know, like it's just super pre-scripted. But it says, "We understand that this decision may be disappointing, but we hope you understand our commitment to creating a safe and ethical environment for our users."
You know what, bro? You know what? It's this whole woke thing, bro. Like, people are too woke where they are sensitive about shit like this.
But like,
They
so
gotta understand that the difference between, like you said, insects and animals. You're
Yeah.
not killing a fucking dog. You're killing insects.
and it's
a
like I'm
wasp.
not like going out of my way to kill them. Like people are
calling you,
contacting me
yeah.
because they're having an issue with them, and it's like. So the funny part is I've done a few honeybee removals, and honeybees are protected, right? So when I do honeybees, I have like a vacuum thing that sucks them into I get like a 5-gallon bucket, and a shop vac connects to that, and then I use a hose from the bucket, and it like sucks them into a blanket, so none of them get hurt and shit, because you can't hurt them. So the one time I had a beekeeper come and pick them up. There's a place in Wheaton called City Bee Savers, and they'll send like a person that needs a hive out, and they'll pick them up when I get them. But the one time, couldn't find anyone to take them. So I went to, I think it was Blackwell in Warrenville, the forest preserve.
Okay.
So I'm like, they're bees, man. I'm just going to fucking let these dudes go in the forest preserve, you know? And So I go with one of my buddies, and we got buckets, and we got the comb and all these honeybees. And there's like the twig pigs, the police there, And so they come up to us, and they're like, what are you guys doing with all those buckets? And I tell them, I'm like, they're full of honeybees. They were in someone's house. I'm going to let them go in the woods. And they're like, no, you're not. And I was like,
What?
What do you mean? And they're like, you can't let them go here. And I was like, why not? And they said they could have like diseases or something. And they're like, it's illegal to let them go here. And I'm like, wait, like it's illegal to hurt them, but it's illegal to let them go. And they're like, yeah, once you take them out of somewhere, they're like, they could have diseases and you could hurt the environment by releasing them. So these forest police told me that I should euthanize and kill the hive.
What?
And they didn't want them to be released. So me and my buddy left, and we drove like a couple miles away, and we pulled on the side of the road, and we let them all go. And I'm like, it was horrible, because I'm like, I got nothing to do with these bees, So, but they're like, it's not even legal to like relocate honeybees. So I'm like, what are you gonna do with a wasp? No one wants a wasp nest in their yard. There's no like company out there that keeps wasps, because they don't make honey or anything. Like all they do is sting. So it's like no one wants them. So it's a weird situation.
I bet you're frustrated
that's
too
a
about
weird business.
Yeah,
it's a weird but intriguing business.
I like it and I hate it. I'm like a lot of people are like, oh, you do what you love, and I'm like, it's not really fun getting stung and stuff. I do it because I make money doing it. I don't know. I work.
How many
in
times
pest
have you
control.
gotten stung in one day?
There was one nest. I have one a video, and I do like 2 nests in this guy's yard. I think I got stung 16 times.
16?
And it was like, I think I got like 8 or 9 on the first nest, and then when I went in his backyard, I got a couple more. It's like, it was horrible.
Isn't it something like if you get stung 100 times at a time, you die or something like that?
They say like you could die from one if you're allergic to it, and it's just pretty much everyone's body's different. For me, I'm apparently immune as hell, because I've like never gotten sick from it or anything. So I'm like, I've never had an issue.
What if it's like a Spider-Man, right? You get stung by
Right?
a bee.
It'd be
Wasp
awesome.
man.
I wish I could fly and shit.
For real, that
That'd be
shit
great.
You ever
Great.
dealt with hornets?
That's pretty much what I do. It's mostly the black and white ones, the bald face hornets. I do mostly them, and then like I'll do the ground wasp, or sometimes I'll do them like inside people's houses. And
Actually inside?
Yeah. Like I got a lot of videos where I'll cut holes in walls and take the nests out.
I saw a video. Oh no! But you actually take the nest out. The big.
Yeah, inside the house.
Oh, that's crazy.
You cut a hole through the drywall and everything.
Yeah.
Pull them out.
Oh yeah. It's normally how like the people know is they'll start digging through the drywall, because like so they'll be in the wall cavity and there's only so much room.
Yeah.
And basically like how they have the shell around it, as they expand the nest, they'll keep building shell around. And as they run out of room, they'll just start chewing through the drywall, and then you'll start getting little holes in the wall, and you'll start seeing them and hearing them, and it gets bad.
The black ones, I looked this up, right? Because I had a black one.
Black, don't be racist now.
A black wasp.
Yeah, racist. We're not
A black
racist on this
hornet.
show.
They're all technically black.
Black, right?
Because they're either white and black or
Yeah.
yellow and black.
Black hornets matter. So there was one in my yard, right? And it kept going to like I have a little roof on the patio.
Right.
Going to the patio, and it just like the wood and everything. I'm like, why does it keep doing that?
So the nests are made out of wood.
So they pick where
they
the best
chew the
wood.
wood.
Or what?
Yeah, they look for like softer wood, and they chew it up, and it's wood and saliva.
So they're
So
carpenters.
it's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
They actually have the carpenter bees too, and they
Yeah,
like
that's
yeah,
burrow in the
that's
wood.
it. That's yeah.
I'm like, those ones are pretty cool.
Yeah,
Those
I
ones you
did-
kill.
I
Like,
did a
you-
log
you-
home before, painted a log home, and there's a bunch of holes, and I was wondering, and the person I was working with, he was like, "These are carpenter bees," but you can, dude, the holes get like
Yeah,
pretty massive, man.
Because they like lay their nests, like their eggs and stuff
That's
in there.
crazy.
Like they live in the wood. It's pretty crazy. There's a lot of different species out here, but I'm like, the carpenter bees are nuts. Those are like the bees you kill. Bumblebees and carpenter bees you typically kill because they're not protected.
Yeah.
They don't make honey, so it's just honeybees. That's why they call them
How do you
honeybees.
distinct between honeybees and regular bees?
Honeybees are itty
Well,
bitty
honeybees
ones, right?
are they're small fuzzy ones, you know.
Oh, they're
like
the fuzzy
skinny
ones.
guys.
Yeah, fuzzy
Oh.
ones.
And
Bumblebees
then bumblebees
are like the
so
big fat
bumblebees
ones.
are the big fat fuzzy ones, and then carpenter bees are like the same size as the bumblebees, but they have like a shiny butt. I'm like, that's how I always noticed.
This
Like
whole time, I thought they were just bees. Like,
No,
I
no,
didn't
no.
think they were.
Do,
like,
hey,
different kind of
do
bees.
bumblebees sting or no?
Yeah,
They do?
They can. It's
But they're just not as
only,
aggressive, right?
All of the wasps and bees, like normally only the females can sting.
Okay.
So if it's a male, they won't sting.
Damn, they ain't got.
Yeah,
the,
males don't get
they
stingers.
ain't got the
Like
balls.
it's in the wasp and bee colony, like the males are like the bitches. Like
Damn,
so
that's crazy.
the females they hunt and like they get food, and the males like stay in the nest and tend to stuff.
And
I like
and
the
take care of the queen.
Yeah,
I like the
pretty much.
seahorse.
Yeah, and they fuck the queens. So I mean,
Oh,
you
damn.
stay at home all day and
And
you
fuck.
get laid.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's not a bad.
it's not a
gig.
bad.
No danger. You're not.
But
out
the only
in the
thing, the
world.
only bad part is that the queen gets to call you a bitch.
Yeah,
It's cool.
Bitch, go get my food.
like the girls beat your ass too. You
Yeah,
know?
they'll beat your ass, decapitate you if they want.
I bet if damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, you don't want to die and become a male.
That's what I was gonna say. I said I bet the guys that beat up women in human life, they turn into
Turn it-
male bees and get beat up by the female bees.
It's like all other animals. The male's the dominant, but yeah, no,
Yeah,
wasp.
except-
It's like it's the chump.
I say even like seahorses, the male is the one that
Carries all the
carries
babies.
the babies,
Oh really? I didn't
Yeah,
know that.
dude, that's crazy.
messed up.
give birth and shit. So what else do you do? So you do this bee. It's like a side. So
Yeah.
What's your main focus? What is exactly?
You
what
said
you
it
do?
at the beginning, bro. You weren't
Yeah.
paying attention.
Yeah,
God
but I wanna
damn,
get
man.
I'm a
into
mechanic. I've been a mechanic like my whole life. I have a YouTube channel for mechanic stuff too. It's monetized. It's WH Hunter. Yeah, I'm monetized all over the place. I don't know.
At what point do you think it's just a hunter name?
For
do you
the
think if it's the
thing?
hunter,
But
like,
so
maybe they think-
technically, so YouTube says like in their terms and conditions, the things that bypass animal cruelty are traditional practices such as hunting. So I'm like,
So yeah,
if I'm hunting wasp, doesn't that bypass it? Because I'm a hunter.
yeah.
You know, even my channel's wasp hunter. So
Yeah.
I mean, I should reply to him with that. I'd be
Yeah.
like, hey, technically, I'm a hunter, guys. So,
Hit them with their rules.
you know.
So mechanic, you've been doing mechanic for how long?
Oh God, probably like 25 years.
Oh, so you've been doing that
Yeah.
for a
Oh
while.
yeah,
huh?
since I was probably like 17, 16.
Damn.
Like I fixed cars my whole life. I'm like, I like cars. I don't know.
I see you building
Oh, the Eclipse.
yeah, the Eclipse.
Yeah, that thing. I've been building it for like that car 3 years, but the motor, like I've got 5 years into it, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be like 750 horsepower.
Damn.
and, it's a
That's
fun car.
crazy.
Yeah, it is a cool car, but it's like with the YouTube. It's I work full time, and then it's like in my free time,
Yeah.
especially in the summer when it's warm here, because it gets cold as shit. So
Oh,
I'm like,
fuck.
I don't want to work on my car in the winter.
Yeah.
And then as soon as spring comes around, I'm doing wasp removals. So it's like
You don't
the
have
1
time.
year project has been since I started my YouTube project. You know, I'm like, it'll get there.
Eventually, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So how complex is to build a car?
I mean, I've built a bunch of different cars while I've been building this one, and it really depends on what you're doing with it.
What's your main goal?
You know, with this one is it pretty much just wanted everything brand new. Like
Okay.
there's not a nut and bolt on the entire car that's original. Everything's aftermarket and upgraded, and so it's fun.
So that's just crazy, dude.
Huge waste of money. When I'm done, I'll have like 20 something K in a car that's blue book values like $4,000, but you know,
Yeah.
it'll be fun.
My guy here wanted to be a mechanic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I studied for auto mechanic, but
All right.
But then I went to Mexico.
Yeah.
Go play professional soccer. And then I came back.
Yeah,
and I
my
shit.
first YouTube video that hit 1 million views, I kicked the nest on this roof. and when I kicked it, I like told the camera, I was like, I'm not a professional soccer player, but if any teams are looking, just reach out.
That's a good one.
You know, 5
good
years,
one.
no one ever reached out.
That didn't like how you kicked the
No, yeah,
nest.
I didn't have proper form.
We're past our prime now too. So
So what is? So you say you kill him in different ways, right? What is the most craziest?
the
way?
most humane way first, and
most
then the most
humane
craziest.
way?
Oh yeah.
Man, the most humane way I've killed them is probably just like the raid spray and stuff, you know? Because I mean, that's what people think is the right way of doing it, you know? I do test like the over the counter type of products, and I mean they work good. Like
How
the
efficient
typical
are they?
wasp sprays. They kill them fast, but I mean, normally by the time you start spraying it, half of them are gone because it's like you can only spray so much, and they're fleeing. So my normal product is like a dust, and it makes them swarm and they attack the whole time, and it looks way worse. But it's eco-friendly. It's like boric acid and some other plant juices and crap all mixed together. So it's 100% good for the environment. Your dog could eat it. It doesn't hurt them. And it basically, it messes with their nervous system, and they basically overwork themselves until they die.
It's probably
So it's
cocaine
like-
times 10.
Exactly. It's just
What?
pretty much they just overwork themselves, and then they die. And they die quick. Like it's like a matter of like a minute or so, and they're dropping. Like in my videos, you see when I spray it in, it's like they'll just start falling out of the nest. And I'm like, that's normally what I use. Like if I spray it with the spray foam, I'm gonna stick the dust in there too, and do stuff like that. Even when I glue them, I spray them with the dust so they die. And I say it in the videos all the time. I'm like, I'm not trying to make them suffer more than they need to. So it's like I'll spray them with the dust. So it's like I don't know why they think I'm mean. I'm like the job itself is mean, but
Yeah.
I'm like as a pest control technician, I was way more mean than I am in my videos because it's like you kill a bunch of stuff. I had to kill mice and like all sorts of crap, and it's like you feel bad doing that. It's like killing wasps that are attacking people. I don't feel bad for it.
You're saving the world.
You know, exactly. A lot of
keeping us
people say
safe.
that, you
Yeah.
know.
Saving the
People
world
say I'm
one-
like
one
their
wasp
hero
at a
and
time.
shit, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
And it's like, fuck. I'm just a guy
Dude, the
filming
camera this
myself
close
be
feels so
stupid.
weird, man. You can see all my pores and shit.
Yeah, them are like the brightest lights ever. I'm wearing sunglasses at like nighttime because they're so bright.
So that's
The
the
most humane.
the humane.
What's the most craziest?
I mean, honestly, like I feel like I don't do anything that
'Cause
crazy. It's
the
like
one,
the
the
spray
one video,
glue or
the one video I saw, you stuck a pole inside the nest. There were
Oh,
ground
yeah?
wasps.
Oh, to make
Yeah,
them
you
swarm?
still-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I do a bunch of stuff like that. Like, I got one, I think I posted like 2 or 3 months ago. And, like, I hum the Rocky theme song, you know? I'm like, dun, 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 dun. And I just run up and punch it in the side of the nest, and they swarm like crazy. Yeah, if you go on my channel, it's called Punching a Hornet Nest. And I'm like, I literally hum the Rocky theme as I punch it. And I'm like, I do stuff like that to like excite people.
Yeah,
But I'm
and
like,
it-
it's not really cruel.
And
I
it
punch
keeps
the
you
nest.
keeps them watching, you know.
You know, exactly. Like, no one's gonna tune back in if I'm like all monotone and like just killing them. You know. And so I'm like, I might look like I'm enjoying it because I'm like, that's how you get people to watch. Like, I don't know.
Wait,
might be a little
let's do
cruel.
a myth. There's a myth that you know if you jump in water, the bee won't even get close to you.
I've heard
You want to
that.
you want to debunk that myth?
I'd try it. I would definitely try it.
Yeah.
I think they would just linger above until you came out, you know? Because,
And-
I mean,
and
what
they'll
else
just
do they
sting you?
got to do? Like, they ain't got nothing going on. Why not just stay, you know? I've had the ground wasp tend to swarm the most. And I had one when I was still working with the pest control company. And I know I got a video on YouTube of it, but I don't think I took a video leaving. But, like, they were swarming me so bad that, like, when I left, I got into my truck with the bee suit still on because they were swarming me. And I called the manager at the time, and I told him, I was like, man, these things are chasing me still. I'm like, I'm in my truck driving down the road, and I'm like, the truck is filled with wasps. I'm like, they're still flying at the truck. I drove like half a mile away and got out of the truck, and they're still swarming me and shit. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, they knew who it was. But like normally, I'll do the removal and I'll take my suit off 5 feet away, and it's like they don't mess with you. But the ground wasp, like they're just assholes. Like you do not want to mess with ground wasps.
See, I didn't even know there was ground wasps.
I did.
Oh,
And I think
man.
you had one
Wow.
over there by the fence, bro.
Huh?
Yeah, I think so.
They get really bad. Like normally, no one knows they got them because it's just a little tiny hole like the size of like a pen in the ground, and people will mow their lawn. And it's like the vibration from the lawnmower will set them off, and they get attacked, and then they call me. I'm like, it's always what happens. It's always they either get too close or the kid walks over it and they get attacked. And I'm
See,
like,
but
those
that's their
are
fault.
bad.
Why did they build their nest in the ground? And they know?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? They're just
stupid.
So you can get mad at me because you decided to build
You know?
it there?
And it's like you gotta figure it takes them a long time to build the nest. Like people had to mow their lawn while they were
Yeah.
building that shit. Like they had to know. But I'm like, the one that gets me is like they build like on people's houses. Like half of my removals, if you look at them, they're like literally like above the person's door or like right on their window. And it's like you had to realize you were building a fucking nest in someone's house, you know?
You got to remember the wasp has a pea brain.
Yeah, exactly. They don't know anything. So
So what if we... Man, I don't want to get you demonetized, though.
It's our channel, and you won't get demonetized.
We would be down. No, what do you
mean? We?
I'm volunteering you. We would be down to go with you, right? But how crazy can we get with the bees, though? I don't want to,
Oh, I don't even know. Apparently, less crazy than I already am getting, you know?
Because I was thinking fireworks, but...
Like, I wanted to, too, you know? Like,
know what I mean?
dude, it's the funny part is
Stick a
every
bottle rocket in
year,
that bitch.
it's, I always want to do, like, a 4th of July and a Halloween one. And I never, like, this year, I think my first removal was the week after the 4th of July. And I was like, it's so bogus because I
Dude.
went and I had fireworks, and it's like... No one's gonna watch the 4th of July video
Yeah.
on the 14th of July.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So it sucked. And then,
But then maybe if you put, like... wasps celebrating their independence.
right,
And then, like...
or just film it the year before. Just wait.
I think they're going to be like, damn, fireworks?
you know, I think fireworks would be good. And then I want to
Halloween.
do like a Halloween one. Like I always thought it would be funny to wear like a bee. Or not a bee, but like the bear,
A bear
like the bear costume, because like the bears are always fucking with the nests, you know, and just start like ripping it apart by hand and shit. And I'm like, I don't know. It's like the week before. It's like it always seems to stop,
Yeah.
and I'm like, man, this is bogus. Like I totally get a bear.
What if you
costume
record it
the
before it
week
stops?
before? That's what I gotta
And
do.
then just post it on Halloween.
You know, that's what I gotta do.
Yeah.
Why'd you volunteer me? What the fuck? You guys did not hear this shit right.
Another idea for Halloween, right?
Jesus Christ.
A small nest that fits into a pumpkin. Open up the
Yeah.
pumpkin, put it in there, close it. Poof. You know?
Right?
Combine Halloween and 4th of July.
That's what I was saying, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, if
It'd be great.
he's down,
You know.
we'd be down to do it. You know
I'm
what I
down
mean?
to
Go
blow
with
up a
you and
nest.
we'll record
You know,
it.
and I
then-
think like
Hey,
if I
Fufu
get
said he's
like
down too, bro.
retarded with it, you just don't.
Fufu, you
'cause,
down
like,
to go?
So when you get monetized, you can choose whether or not to monetize a video. So I'm like, just if you do something really dumb, just don't monetize that video.
I thought
It's like they can't get you in trouble for a video that you're not trying to monetize. I don't think.
I'm not at that point. We're
We're not that
we're
big.
like 50 something subscribers. We're not that. So I don't really. I thought it was just like explicit, not explicit, whatever.
No, so for me, I swear a lot. I
Oh,
swear
yeah.
a ton.
No, we do too.
And,
You can swear all you want
it's-
here, bro.
when you post it, you have the option for like the adults or the
Yeah.
not made for children.
Yeah.
So none of my stuff's made for children.
Okay.
So I'm like, if you got a
right.
problem with what you're watching and you're an adult, you turn it the fuck off. You don't
Yeah.
report
Can
shit.
go to the
you
YouTube
know?
No,
for
exactly.
kids.
It's
Nah,
like, it's sad.
like we be talking about the randomest shit ever. Like we be
Right.
talking about like hookers and strippers, and then talk about the president or whatever. like from one time, like 1 minute to another. No.
Yeah, it's like you read this page and you flip it and it's a different script.
Yeah, like it's just
Exactly.
like we're just random like that. So like that's why like I understand you because it's like there's no limit to it. Like
Right.
we just talk how we talk, and
Exactly.
if you like it,
and
you
like
don't
I
like
swear
it. If not,
all time, I've
Yeah.
never had a video taken down or a strike or anything. And I mean, I swear a lot, so
Oh, fuck.
swearing's cool on YouTube.
fuck.
I swear on TikTok too, and
Oh,
TikTok.
oh,
doesn't
you
care.
have TikTok
My
too,
dog-
right?
Yeah. I'm
How many-
monetized on TikTok too.
How many subscribers or how many?
I think like
followers?
Where should we
48,000
put his?
or so.
Should we put his
But I
YouTube channel
started
up here
it in
or down here?
July, so it's like I've only had it
Or
for
over
like
it.
3 months now.
Oh,
YouTube
shit.
channel there.
Yeah. So I'm like
TikTok
TikTok.
channel.
I might do better on than YouTube in
Down
the
there.
future. I don't know. They like shit on TikTok.
Do lives.
Yeah. I've
like
never
lives,
done
huh?
that. They always tell me I can do the live,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I don't know.
Go-
It'd just be
Control.
weird because it's
For what?
like doing a wasp
Put his video
removal.
on
It's
TV.
like weird
Oh.
times.
Just use your
So-
phone.
I gotta turn on the TV.
You can't turn it on with that.
No, I can turn it off. I can't turn it on.
Dude, see, iPhones are better, bro.
Yeah.
Turn it on then. iPhone.
I'm not connected to your TV.
You can't. I had an iPhone before.
I turn mine on with my iPhone at
See?
home.
See?
What kind of TV do you have?
I think it's Samsung maybe.
See, that's why.
I got a Vizio.
A what?
Vizio.
Yeah, but yours makes noise in movies.
So?
Last time we were
I got a Vizio in my living room.
We
It's
were
good
watching
TV.
Bad Boys.
We were watching Bad Boys, and I
Alright.
kept hearing the like that.
It's because my
annoying
brightness
beep.
is too up.
Oh, all right.
Your what?
The brightness, I already figured it out.
Oh, all of a sudden it's the brightness that makes noise.
Why are you hating on my shit, man?
Why is the color making noise?
What?
It's too pixelized, man.
So
And only you can hear. I can't hear shit.
oh, dude, how? Yeah, you told me. You're the one that
No,
told
not
me.
even. I never say.
I was like, "What's that noise?" You're
You
like,
got
"Oh, it's
proof?
my TV."
You got proof of that?
Oh, that should have
Gotta
recorded
have
you,
it
man.
recorded.
I can't hear it because I'm used to it.
Mine is If anyone can read that,
I think it's a Hennessy or something.
Hennessy,
Some shit like that. I don't know.
Oh, is it? Hesney.
Something with an A.
It's aftermarket China
Yeah,
brand.
so it's not a. I mean, I can't. You know, like it's not. Yeah, it is.
Tell
what it
Alexa
is.
to turn her on then.
Can you connect Alexa to it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Alexa's connected to my
Alexa
TV
does
too.
like anything,
Anything?
Yeah.
pretty much.
You gotta
Anything?
be too happy there, man.
I mean,
Too much excitement.
let's
in that
test our
smile.
limits.
Dude, we have the Alexa at my work, and the kids at my work, they play this stupid. Have you ever heard of a song called Ram Ranch?
No.
No.
It's the worst song ever. These kids make the Alexa play it like every fucking
Hey, Siri,
day, and it's about like
play
sucking
Ram
dick and
Ranch.
shit. It's the worst song I ever heard. And the Alexa plays it like every time they tell it to play it. Alexa turns it right
Alexa
on,
likes
and I'm
it.
like, dude, turn that shit
I'll look
off.
it up on YouTube real quick.
It's the worst song ever.
But is it
you know?
Ram Ranch?
Yeah.
Alexa is.
I
a
don't know
woman.
the artist. I just know the name of the song because they always make Alexa play it. And I'm like, dude, you gotta stop that shit, guys. Like, no one, customers gonna hear that shit. And we're
Like
gonna
first
get
time it's
shut down.
fine, but now you're doing it every time you guys come
I
in.
gotcha.
Oh man, that's it. It's so bad.
18 naked cowboys in the shop. Driving cocks wanting to be sucked. 18 naked cowboys wanted to be fucked. Cowboys in the showers at Ram Ranch on their knees wanting to suck cowboy cocks.
So this Christian kid always played it, and we thought he was gay. And then he played that shit, and I'm like, he's definitely gay. You know? Like,
He has to be now.
fuck plays that? It's terrible.
Fuck.
Even if he's not, he is at this point.
You know? Now everyone on YouTube's heard Ram Ranch too. Like, oh man. It's
That's one of
terrible.
his favorite videos.
That song will get you demonetized.
Oh, for sure.
Oh
sure.
shit, we just played
Good
it.
thing we just-
Probably not though.
Good thing he just played it 10
YouTube
seconds.
probably likes it. It's probably like
It's one of his
probably got like
favorites.
5 million views on YouTube.
How many views does this shit have?
Did you find it
1
on
million
YouTube?
views.
1 million?
1 million.
Holy
Is it on YouTube?
On
though?
YouTube, yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
god. See. And I'm getting demonetized, and they
This
got
guy's
dudes talking about
some
sucking
cock.
cowboy cocks and shit. Are you joking?
No, I play this song at my job.
It said I'm graphic content.
Where's it at?
That's what it said.
God damn, not this one. That's a. I don't play for I don't pay for premium, so we gotta wait a little bit.
No, even as like a monetized YouTube guy, I don't pay for premium.
No,
It's total bullshit.
my dad pays for
It's a
it.
scam, right? Because so the premium removes the ads.
Yeah,
It's how I get paid. I get paid by the ads.
For real.
So like, fuck any premium members. You know, like you're not getting me
Boy.
paid.
that is true.
It's like the biggest scam ever. They're like, yeah,
I was
pay
gonna
money so we don't have to pay anyone. Like what?
Great.
That's what I pay. Closing time.
Closing time.
Closing time. When it's time to close, bro, all the customers turn around and they look at you. What time you guys close? You got 10 minutes to look at you what you want.
You got 10 seconds. I'm gonna lock that door. Either you're in or out, but
Get the fuck out of my
you ain't
store.
both.
For the people that show up to places when they're about to close, you guys can suck my dick. I fucking hate it.
Yeah,
Where do you
last
work,
minute.
dude?
I'm not saying because then you're going to show up. No, I hate
We
people.
always
I,
get
I, I
last
don't
minute
like it when
people. I
people
hate
show
it.
up last
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I hate it.
It's the only nice thing about when I do the wasp removals. It's my time frame. Like I tell people
Like
when
whenever
I'm
you
coming.
want to,
It's like I'll be
yeah.
there between this time and that time, and then that's it.
That's it.
You know.
You like dealing with
Indian customers?
Indian
I mean,
guys
I
tend to
don't
be
wanna-
the worst. You know.
Yeah.
They're very.
Are they just
specific and
notorious
cheap
for
about
being
it.
like, yeah?
Buddy,
Yeah.
buddy. Can I
Dude,
get
like-
a discount, buddy?
At my work, like as a
probably
mechanic
really
too, they're I think they're worse being a mechanic because it's like they want a deal on everything. Like everything
on.
has to be less. Like, do I get a discount? And you're like, no.
I come
Discount, buddy.
again.
Fuck
Discount.
would you get a discount? They always ask us for like coupons at my work, and I'm like, dude, we're supposed to ask you that. Like, you can't ask me for a coupon. Like, I want to charge you full price. you
Yeah.
know?
They do the same shit to me, bro. Because usually where I work at, if you make an account, it's already a 10% discount
All right.
every time you shop. But usually they'll pay for something and they go, is that with my discount? And I'm like, yeah, it's with your discount. Can I get another discount? And what the fuck? You're already getting 10%.
This guy
we
really
can
sounds
take that
like
one
a
off and give you the
fucking-
5%
Yeah.
instead. You know.
So I usually tell them when they walk in the store, hey, is there any discounts? Oh, yeah, there's a 10% discount today.
And that's it.
That's
it.
their discount.
Yeah. Nah, I do flooring, and when I go do like estimates, they go, hey, come and tell me how much would it be. First thing I always ask him is how much do you want to waste? Like I want to. Okay, well it's not gonna be that. So
Right.
you know what I mean? Because it's annoying, man. You're arguing back and forth, and you're like, no, man, it's this for some reason. Now, I'm not gonna lower it just because.
Dude, doing the wasp removals, like, I tried charging, like, more money because I'm like, man, I could bank if I was charging customers.
Yeah.
And, like, people are cheap as fuck. Like, holy
How much do you
shit,
typically
man.
charge to remove one nest?
Like $50.
$50.
And I'm like, you're not going to find another
Anything cheaper.
company in the state that even does it for half of that.
Because how much
you
does a
know?
pest removal charge?
Typically, like, between $250, $350.
Oh, dude.
Damn.
And it's like, and people will tell me that. They'll call me and say that. And they'll be like, how much you want? And I'll be like, $100. And they're like, ugh. Nah, I'm all right. And I'm like, really? Like, really? I'm telling you a third of the price and it's too
You
much?
still don't
you know?
want? Damn.
They're like, well, it says on your post that you film it. And I'm like, yeah, so you're saving $250, you know? Like, shit.
Yeah.
So it's like half the time, like, I'll go back and forth with people. And then it's like, so I just keep lowering my price. And I'm like, at $50, no one complains. I'm like, even the Indian guys, like, when I tell them $50, they're just like, okay. So I'm like, I'm happy with that, you know? I'm like, I make money on the video. So
Well,
I'm
not
like, if it
anymore.
covers my gas, I'm happy, you know?
Not anymore, right? Because
Well, yeah, now it sucks.
now you gotta put them price up.
Now it sucks. I mean, I still got paid this month because it's a month behind.
Okay.
So I was monetized last month. So I'm like, it sucks. I'm not gonna get paid in December. So like, it's like a negative Christmas bonus.
Yeah.
But
Maybe that's why they did it, because they didn't have money to pay you in December.
you know, I feel like I've made like the last like 4 months. I made more than I ever have, and I'm like, I feel like they just be hating now.
Yeah,
They're like, you're
for
doing too good.
This guy's getting too successful.
You know, I was
How-
like, my income like tripled this summer, so they're like, nah, it's not allowed.
So YouTube pays pretty good then. From
not
what I'm
bad,
hearing.
not bad. Like I think I'll give a couple numbers. Just it's not great, but I think in August I made like $7,000 on YouTube, but that was like 18 million views.
Oh fuck.
So I'm like, it's not a lot for the amount of views.
Yeah,
I was like
it
on
doesn't-
TikTok, same month, I think I had like 1.2 million views and I made like 3K.
Damn.
So I was like, TikTok seems to pay a little bit better depending on like what you do.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
but it's like getting that many views kind of sucks. So like I started TikTok like halfway through the wasp season, and TikTok's like up and down, and then
Yeah.
YouTube's horizontal. So I'm like, I got to choose one or the other when I film though. So I'm like, I prioritize YouTube because I've been here way longer. But I'm like with this, I might prioritize TikTok a little more. You know, I don't think Chinese TikTok's gonna demonetize me
No,
for
I don't
hurting
think so.
insects. You know,
Shit,
I
they
think
eat
they're
them,
cool,
bro.
You know,
They love that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're like, he ain't being cruel.
They'll
Look what
probably
we
call you
do,
for something.
You know?
Look what we do to animals.
Hey,
I get a
man.
lot of people like in Germany though, and it's illegal in
In Germany, yeah, I was
Yeah.
looking at that right now.
Mhm.
What to kill?
That did
To kill
pop up,
wasps,
yeah.
they're protected in Germany.
Damn,
I
for
don't know
real?
why. Yeah, no idea why. We actually have German yellow jackets here, and typically German yellow jackets are the ones that dwell in houses. Like if it's in your wall, 90% chance it's a German yellow jacket. So it's
Send
like
them back.
it kind of seemed like the German ones should go away.
Let's
you know?
deport them.
You know,
Let's-
exactly.
Let Trump know. Let Trump know there's some German wasps.
Exactly. We got a lot of
Terrorizing us.
invaders. All the bad wasps are invaders here. We have the white and black ones are the bald face hornets, and in Illinois those are like the biggest. But if you go like to the East Coast, they have European hornets, and they're like twice as big. They're fucking
God
huge.
damn.
And we don't get them, so I'm like, it sucks because those are the best, and I don't get to do that shit.
Is that like that African bee almost?
No, those are even bigger.
Would you ever
Those,
be-
like the Asian giant hornet? You mean
Yes.
the ones they found in Colorado? They say.
So
I'm like, I don't know how that shit happens. They say they just randomly found one in Colorado or a whole nest of them, and I'm like, how the fuck do they come from fucking Asia here? You know?
Yeah.
If you it was like 3 years ago. They said they were gonna take everything over. Never happened.
nah.
No.
So
I think it was a hoax.
So here's a question. Let's say you get this fixed.
Here's an
that
answer.
You
Here's an answer.
oh, you have an answer. Okay. So let's say you get everything fixed, right? They approve your appeal. You get paid again.
Yeah.
What are the possibilities you would be down to find a state with big bees or something that you would want to fuck with and,
I've said
travel?
from the start that I would totally travel if I
Yeah?
made enough money, and I'm like, I started getting to the point where I could,
Oh,
and then
yeah.
it's like this happened, which sucks. But I would totally travel. Like I told my wife, I was like, shit, like if shit went like it's been going the last 3 months, I'd buy like a house in Florida or something
Oh,
just
yeah.
to go in the winter
In the
and fuck
winter?
with wasps
Yeah.
down there because they don't die. I think they live.
Yeah, but there's a lot of
year-round.
hurricanes over there, dude.
But I go in the winter. Is there hurricanes in the winter?
That's the,
don't
Yeah,
know.
he's
point, yeah,
proving a
point,
point.
there. Yeah,
Proving a
point.
point.
Yeah, you're
Like
right.
I don't even know. Are there though?
I don't think so.
Like I
so,
really
man.
don't know.
Yeah, that would be
Sounds
a good
safe.
idea.
But I mean,
Or-
I guess it's warm, so it's not really winter there. So
True, right?
maybe there.
I
are.
mean, that is a good idea. But then where? I'm assuming you know a lot about bees, right? What state has like a bee that you're like, man, I want to fuck with that kind of bee. I want to kill it. You know.
I
wanna-
mean, just pretty
He
much
wants to kill all the bees,
East
bro.
Coast. Like
Yeah,
pretty
but,
much,
like-
we have everything here, other than the European hornets. The European hornets, like I don't know why. I think we're too cold, so they don't fuck with us.
But isn't Europe cold?
I think so.
So
Pretty sure.
Yeah.
But that Hornet King guy that I was saying, like he uses a vacuum. That's what he does. Is the European hornets, and I'm like, they're fucking huge. I wish I got those. And he's in Pennsylvania,
Oh,
I
man.
think.
It's not
PA?
far.
PA's Pennsylvania, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's in Pennsylvania, and I'm like, they get winter. So I don't know why we don't have them. I don't know.
Maybe it's just closer. I don't know.
Scared of
Because
Chicago.
I'm assuming they're from Europe, right?
Yeah,
European.
Yeah.
Maybe they just went the other way.
But I think they get them on like the West Coast too. Like I literally think it's just like the center of our country doesn't get them.
That's weird.
You know.
But then we also don't get hurricanes, so.
Yeah. Get tornadoes though.
Or
Man.
tornado, dude. We get luck, dude.
I've seen tornadoes.
You know what, dude? There was a tornado that just hit like a year ago, like here in
Like 2 houses down.
just hit that house and left.
You got lucky.
No, dude, I had it in my top. It's like towards Naperville.
All right.
So there's a tornado that hit there, like I'm gonna say 2 years ago.
Lyle?
I was already living here. No, it's like
Up north?
like towards 355.
Towards 355.
You take 75th.
Like Westmont, Downers Grove.
No, man.
I drove limos. I know like every fucking town.
Like if you
there
take
is.
75th that way, going
Take
towards
75th like eastbound.
Yeah,
So
going
you're gonna
towards
drive from Naperville, then you'll cross Lyle,
Lyle.
then
And then-
Westmont and Downers, and then like
There's another one we're missing. I guarantee you.
Yeah, it's because you're talking about going north, bro.
you think like Bolingbrook. Like I mean, very north end of Bolingbrook's kind of up there.
No, man.
Warrenville?
It might be Warren.
Darien.
It starts with a W.
Wheaton?
No, Warrenville's north of
What is
here.
it?
Wheaton?
No, man.
No, Wheaton. I went to Wheaton, Warrenville South. I grew up in Warrenville.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So
It might be
that's north of
Warrenville,
us.
yeah.
It might be
No,
Warrenville.
Warrenville's not by
Lemont. You know
355.
where Lemont, the Lemont Street
Lemont.
exit is?
Oh yeah. Lemont.
Around there. Yeah, that's where the tornado hit.
All right. So, I think like 10, 15 years ago, one hit a school in Plainfield.
Oh, fuck.
And I think it like killed little kids and shit.
What was it?
It was like a
Elementary
really
school?
bad one. Yeah, it like hit an elementary school. It was
Yeah,
like when I was young,
What's up with the man? School? If it's not school shooters, it's
right?
tornadoes.
Tornadoes, yeah.
What is it
Chicago,
with
man.
elementary schools?
We don't get school shooters. We get tornadoes.
We get tornadoes,
We
bro.
take out whole schools.
We don't get
For
those.
real.
It's not like 1 or 2 casualties. It's like a whole fucking class. It's terrible.
But we don't get a lot of tornadoes either here.
No.
It's
More in the
man,
open plains.
Yeah,
The only,
it's like
the only bad
southern
thing is
Illinois.
winter.
Plano, Yorkville, they'll
I
get
hate
them.
winter. I fucking hate winter.
Dude, 5 p.m. it's already dark. You're like, what the
You
fuck?
know, dude. I was telling my wife, I was like, dude, it was daylight savings. Like what, like a month ago,
Yeah.
where we moved the clocks back an hour
thought
to
that
gain
was-
an hour of daylight, and I'm like, I swear, like the day before daylight savings, like the sun was out until like 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we had daylight savings to give us an hour of more daylight, and it was like it got dark at 4.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like, it just went back like 3 more hours.
Yeah.
Doesn't even make sense.
Dude, I swear to God, like 3 years ago, they said they were done with the
daylight
They were
savings.
supposed to be.
I've
on-
heard something.
They were
about
supposed
that.
to be on it, but they put it at the bottom of the bucket list.
What the fuck?
So it
They
never
have a
got
bucket
moved
list?
up. Yeah, they have a bucket list.
There's so much shit going on in our country.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
That would be better,
Like
honestly.
Mexico doesn't have daylight savings anymore.
No,
they're
no,
stuck
That's what I
on
heard. A lot of
one-
places don't.
On one time.
most
now.
of the places don't have it.
It's
No
just
more.
us.
We just don't
It's
like.
just,
What the
it's just the states that's fucked up, bro. Because everybody works on the metric system,
yeah,
where we don't.
Texas.
Is Texas the metric system? Really?
I don't know.
Oh, I was like, really? Shit, I'm learning a lot.
I just said Texas. I was gonna say Texas is an independent state.
Is it?
Yeah, it is an
They're
independent state.
filing
Yeah,
for it,
that's
I heard,
their
yeah.
own country.
Their own sovereign nation.
Kind of like Barcelona.
Yeah, basically. That's
Can you get extradited out of Texas then?
you can.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Remember when it snowed out there, and they weren't
No,
prepared for it.
I wasn't down there.
Dude, my buddy, I play Xbox and stuff, and my one friend lives in Texas, and like, they don't go to work. Like, it literally like it frosts, and like people don't go to work out there. They're
For
like
real?
terrified of that shit. They're like there's snow on the road.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
usually
I'm like, are you
I used to have a
joking?
friend that lives out there too, and they said the time it did snow, they throw sand. They don't have
Yeah.
salt down there, so they throw sand
What?
because
it
sand
supposedly
gets,
works.
Sand
It's, like,
gets hard
gritty.
and it gets like sandpaper.
Oh, you get hard too.
But my shit don't feel like sandpaper. You wanna touch it?
Not if you don't wash your hands. Dry skin.
I have very soft hands, bro.
He does have soft hands for a guy.
My hands are terrible.
Mine too, dude.
Fixing cars don't do good shit to your hands.
Flooring.
Yeah.
This is construction.
Anytime you work with
I was
your
a
hands.
foreman. I didn't do shit.
How are your hands?
I play with cameras, so.
Camera hands.
Cameras
are
and
good.
myself at the same time.
If I just did wasp removals, I'd have super soft skin. You know?
Aw,
'Cause
yeah.
I'd be sweating all day.
You gotta remember, I sit on a
moisturizing.
chair all day now, bro.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
He sells paint.
Oh, that's not bad at all,
I get paid to do nothing.
right? That's pretty
And-
much what
and-
I do.
and
Like
play
so,
golf.
I'm like the assistant manager at my work, so like I really don't do anything.
So what does an assistant manager do as a mechanic? Like nothing?
like nothing.
Nothing. You
Nothing?
just tell everybody
I
what
mean,
to do.
technically, so I'll tell you where I work. It's a shithole. I work at a Jiffy Lube in Romeoville.
Okay,
and
I
it
want
was
to
like,
debunk something. If you were to get a Jiffy Lube,
Yeah.
back then at Jiffy Lube's, when you would do oil changes, would you guys ever change the filter?
I mean, we do, yeah.
Okay, because I know some of them didn't.
I'm sure. I mean, some cars are like a bitch. Like the Dodge, like the Rams with the Hemi, the fucking oil filter's like literally above the rack and pinion. So it's like when you're in the lower bay, you're like reaching halfway up into the engine to get to it, and it leaks all over everything. Like worst design ever. But so at my shop, we have mostly like kids in their like early 20s, and like they're all dumb. So like
This damn generation
you
is
know,
doomed.
so I don't do oil changes. I just fix stuff because we're multi-care. So
Yeah.
I do repairs. So if brakes or like a radiator or spark plugs or any type of repair comes in, I do that. And if there's no repairs, I just pretty much tell people what to do.
Oh,
I'm like,
shit.
I ain't doing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm above the oil changes.
Yeah. You get to the point where
Above
you just,
putting the coolant in there.
You know? I don't want to.
No,
Dude, I had
I
a.
do,
Oh,
I do the
man.
same shit, bro.
I did it was like a Chevy Cruze, and they got this little bypass pipe for the coolant on top, and girl came in and she said it was like leaking, and I touched it and it fucking exploded, and my whole wrist was like just a huge blister
What?
for like a week. It was so bad I had to go home. It's like the one time I went home from work. I
Why
was
did it
like, no,
explode?
I can't do it.
why did it pop?
What?
Why did it pop? Why did it explode?
I have no idea. It's just
Was
it,
it
it was
electricity
already
or what?
leaking, and I touched it and wrong, I guess. It just like went off.
Sexually harassed.
Like, exactly. It's
the
terrible.
liquid.
You should have spit on it before you touched it.
The
Exactly.
little
You
lubricated.
should have gave it a hot tour.
And we're like Jiffy Lube too. I should have known to lube it. You know?
We always do everything. It don't matter what it is.
But so I used to film like the repairs there, and so like I got my automotive channel, and I stopped doing shit to it because like the owners saw me filming and they cried about it. And I was like,
What?
man, why the fuck do you think a YouTuber wants to work at your shitty
Yeah.
fucking shop? You know, like I'm recording shit, and so they don't let me record repairs anymore,
That's
which is lame.
crazy.
I still do like low key sometimes
yeah.
because they know my YouTube, they don't know my TikTok.
Oh,
like,
smart.
touche.
Yeah.
But
Smart.
it's a crappy job. I like pretty much took it because I quit the pest control company I was at, and I tried to do just the YouTube like I think 2 years ago, and it did good in the summer, but then when winter came, I was like fucked. So I went and I got that job because they let me leave whenever the fuck I want, and I'm like, it's a shitty job, but it's good enough to pay the bills in between seasons.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't have to do a lot.
Who'd you work with when you were at the pest control?
It's called Aptive.
I have to.
They suck. If you ever had like the douchebags on the motor scooters come up to your doors, that's them.
I don't think so.
Oh
The
man, they're
douchebags
terrible.
at the
It was so
scooter.
bad. Like
That would be a good sign not to open the door.
no. So Aptive is they're eco-friendly pest control company out here, but they're Mormon owned,
Oh.
and like it's a creepy environment to say the least. But so in the summer they bring a bunch of Mormons from like Utah or wherever the fuck the Mormons are, but they like export them all here for the summer, and they just spread them out throughout like all the towns. And they
Damn.
give them those like the fucking like hover scooter thing, like the electric scooters, and they just drive around door to door trying to sell pest control. And I mean, they do a good job because like I was busy as shit when I worked there, but like it was creepy. Like,
That's
you'd be like
crazy.
servicing houses and you'd see the dude scoot by on the scooter and you're like, yeah, they're selling here. But
What kind of drugs you selling, buddy?
You know?
Mormons.
Fucking
I
weird.
never heard that.
No,
Yeah.
dude. Mormons can have up to 7 wives.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know that. Is there a lot of fucking like cults?
Mormon
I don't know
cults?
about that.
I don't know.
I don't know about
I
that,
don't
man.
know. They were really like particular though. So like I worked there for like 5 or 6 years, and I was like the lead service tech, and like for 2 years they like told me I was gonna like be the next service manager, and then when the position came open, they had this like district guy, super Mormon guy, come out, and he like looked at my tattoos, and it was just like an instant no. It was like no,
What?
nah. We're gonna go with Tony instead of you, and Tony had like half the experience, but he didn't have tattoos, and I'm like, yeah, Mormons don't like fucking tattoo people.
That's not a Mormon.
I was like, it was an awkward environment to say the least.
Yeah.
But it was a fun job though. Like, I don't know. Pest control is super weird but fun, and like doing different treatments. Like I got to do the bed bug treatments, and I'm like, you'd think that would be the worst, but like you wear like the hazmat suit and like the gas mask, and when I worked there, they use these aerosol cans for the fucking fleas, ticks, and then the bed bugs. So it's like I'd have the gas mask on and I'd just be running around like spraying everything and shit. And I'm like, it's fun. I was like, I enjoyed that shit.
My brother worked at a pest control.
Like Orkin or
Yeah.
Orkin, yeah,
Yeah,
you got it right in the nail.
Orkin's not bad.
No,
I thought about going back in the pest control industry, but I'm like, the fucking hours suck.
Oh, bro.
Like they're horrible. And like I would leave at like 5 in the morning
Jesus.
to like, cause like they'd send me to like Zion and shit, like like fucking Wisconsin,
Fucking
border
Bucktown of
and
nowhere.
shit, you know?
That.
And they'd send me for like a 7 a.m. in Zion, so it's like I'd leave at like 5 in the morning, and then it's like you worked until it was dark. So it was like in the summer, man, I'd be out till fucking 9 o'clock at night. And it's like I started at 5 in the morning. I'm 2 hours from home and I'm getting off at 9. And it's like that shit sucked.
Oh, fuck.
But it was like the pay, phenomenal. Like,
Yeah, because you
I
get paid for when
literally-
you leave, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it's time and a half and shit. So it was like, I would say with Aptive, I probably worked like 70 to 80 hours a week.
Damn.
And it was like, so 30, 40 hours of overtime a week. And I'm like, it was great money, but after a few years,
No
I
life.
was just like, I can't do this shit. It's just way too much.
It's pretty much like truck driving. I drove for a year. I got my CDL. Same shit, bro. Like,
Yeah, I drove limos. So.
oh yeah. So they would tell you, like, they send you a text message of where you're going. You have to look it up, and then okay, it's like 2 hours away. Someone sent us to Wisconsin, Ohio, wherever.
Right.
And so you had to be. I always had to be there like at 3 a.m. I wouldn't get back home until like 7, 8, and I'm like,
That's how the limos is. Always people
not
at
worth
4
it.
a.m. to the airport. Like, why the fuck are you leaving at 4 in the morning?
On a
You know?
limo.
Tickets
too.
are cheaper, man.
It sucked. Like, I hated driving. I drove limos for probably 10 years. It's how I met my wife, though. So it's like,
You drove her to the airport?
yeah, it was a messed up story. She was on a bad date, and I picked her and her date up, and we dropped her date off, and then I took her home, and we like hit it off and started talking to each other, and fuck, we were married like within a couple months.
Oh
And
shit.
17 years. So I'm like,
That's crazy.
I was meant to drive the limo at that time, so it was a good part of my life. But that's
hell
where I became a mechanic. They'd like send us to the city to get the cars fixed, and I'd be like, dude, I'd just do it myself, you know? And so I'd fix my own car so I wouldn't have to waste the whole day going to the shop. And they'd start asking me to fix other people's cars, and I think I drove for like 7 years, and then I was the fleet mechanic for like 5 years after that.
Damn.
It was a weird one. But when I started driving limos, there weren't GPSs.
So you gotta
So
do the little
I had like
map.
that 7-county map book and shit. And it's like, dude, I drove the night shift. So it was like, be like 3 a.m, pitch black. I'd be cruising down the road and they'd give me an address and you're like flipping through it and it's like page 136 K7 and you're like looking in the little grid.
What?
I'm like, I fucking hated that shit. Trying to navigate to like the airport from like different like subdivisions and
Yeah.
shit. But you learn like the area. So I'm like, I don't regret it because I know like everywhere now. So
I remember my dad used to do it when we were going to med school. He would always buy the books.
yeah.
Never did it. I would never, thank God, because that's just crazy.
Yeah,
I wouldn't
no,
be
it
able
sucked.
to. I don't know.
Nowadays-
It's just too many lines in the page.
You know, and it's hard to distinguish like some of them. It's like
Yeah.
you don't know if it's a fucking river or a road, and it's like it's just a squiggly fucking
It's
line.
just, they all look the same.
like
You're
I'd take a turn,
Hey,
like
luckily
wait,
they
that's
came
not
out
a
with the
road.
Tom Toms, bro.
Yeah.
You know, I think that was my first GPS was the Tom Tom, man.
The Tom Tom. Yeah,
was
my
the
dad,
shit.
my dad bought 2 of those bitches when they came out.
Right?
2 Tom
we used to
Toms.
print the directions out of was it Google?
Yeah, Google.
Yeah, MapQuest.
Yeah,
Yep,
MapQuest,
yep.
Print the motherfuckers out on the
Shit,
string
kids
here,
nowadays
string
don't know
there.
anything about that.
No,
They don't have to
Oh,
struggle.
Nah,
It was
man, that shit
bad.
crazy.
Hey, babe, where are we turning? Oh, it says you turned in 300 feet to your left. And then you look, and then you gotta tell your kids, hey, watch out for this street, okay? And the fucking street goes, and you pass it. Hey, did anybody see that street? Oh yeah, I saw it like 2 lights back there.
Yeah, that's shit crazy, man.
Yeah,
So,
real
so
shit.
you've been a limo driver, mechanic,
Pest control. What's the next move?
What's the next?
I don't know, man. I'm
Fighting Jake Paul.
focusing more on
Jake
social media,
Paul.
dude. I would totally do it.
Yeah, you
He'd
would.
whoop my ass, but I would do
You
it.
really think he would whip your ass?
I mean, honestly, no. It'd probably go all 8 rounds so
I
he
think
could make
so.
more money. you
Yeah.
know? Like he'd be padding those hits. He's a big guy, though, man. He's a big guy. I think he would wallop me.
I
But,
think I'd fight Logan
yeah.
Paul, man. I like his content. I've always seen Logan Paul's content, but he's been a prick lately.
I kind of feel like I could take Tyson now, though. So.
Dude, I heard that was a script fight though.
Oh
They're
yeah,
all
yeah. You
scripted.
could
No,
see him
all
like
of- no,
ducking
they're all
and
scripted.
not releasing.
And the
man.
thing is that Jake Paul's fights, none of them are actual professional fights. He doesn't have his
No, yeah.
license.
He does have his license.
He doesn't.
That's why he fights with no gear.
He doesn't have his
No,
license.
Yeah.
well, no, the Tyson fight they said was an actual boxing.
It
match,
wasn't,
but
'cause
all
Tyson
his
doesn't have
other
his-
ones.
Tyson didn't
were
even have his license.
exhibition fights.
No. So Mike
Tyson
Tyson,
doesn't-
after the first round, it becomes a real fight.
No, he does. He didn't. Tyson didn't have his license.
No, but it said on the thing. I believe whatever it said there. is
Oh
for
my
us.
god.
I saw it on Netflix.
They called it the main event. Like in the other ones, they didn't even call his fight the main event. It was just
Jake fight.
it was the final fight, but it wasn't the main event because
Like
it was
Mortal
like
Kombat?
not a real fight.
Come on, dude. Get with the program.
The John Jones fight the next day was good though.
I didn't get to
I don't
see
know
that
if you
one. I
watched
forgot
the
to watch
UFC.
that.
Oh,
I see the
That made up.
highlights.
yeah.
It's just
Oh,
too
man.
expensive.
It made up, dude. I got the hookup if you need the hookup.
Yeah?
I got a buddy. It's I pay $15 a month for TV service, and it's every channel that exists.
For real?
Like legit every channel. Like even in like you got Korean channels, like
Oh, I might need the
Japanese
hookup.
channels.
Yeah.
I was like, I found a way to sell it to like everyone. I get the NFL package, like basketball package, and then all the premium channels, pay-per-view. It's
Damn.
$15 a month. I'm like, if you watch UFC, that's one fight's like pays for like 6 months of TV service. You know,
Oh, fuck yeah.
I'll hook you up with my guys on Facebook that does it.
I
so.
bet. Yeah, hell yeah. That would be
Yeah, it'd
nice.
be nice as hell. I'll be sitting
Yeah.
back in my TV just watching everything.
I
You
feel
get like
watching.
everything too.
How
Like,
about we get some Chinese and we watch some Chinese, you know?
it's
And
cool
date
because you
night.
can like
Date night.
watch
Korean
the
today?
news. Like there's like I think there's like 600 like Fox channels. It's like you can watch
Damn.
the news from like any town you want to watch the news. Like if you're like, what's going on in South Carolina, you turn on the South Carolina local news and
You got
see
a
what
little
they're talking about.
spinny board.
You know.
What are we watching today?
Today.
Exactly. With football, like I like to like I'll watch it from both cities, you know? Like if I'm a Dolphins fan, so I'm like I'll watch it from the Dolphins like studio,
Oh,
but then I'll
shit,
watch like
okay.
if they're playing like last week they played the Raiders, so like we started beating the Raiders, so I'm like I switched to the Raiders station because I'm like I wanted to hear them all salty. I'm like it made the game better just like hearing them like pissed that they were getting beat, you know.
I didn't know. That's what I didn't know. Well, NBA, right? Just found out that every team has their announcers, right?
They're
So-
commentators.
That's I didn't know that. I thought it was
Yeah,
just
it's
one.
same with football.
It's not like
Same with
Mexico, bro.
football.
Yeah, I was
Mexico.
gonna say, soccer, Mexican soccer, they have the same commentators for every game.
Yeah.
Doesn't change. But then basketball is like, when I read the comments on because I see TikTok highlights.
Yeah.
When the metal ball was fucking. And then the comment says, "Oh man, these Hornet commentators go crazy. They're fucking
Right.
the best." Bob, I'm like, what the?
I use them for like hits on YouTube too. Like when I use my tags, I'll put like Hornets, and it'll like
Oh,
tag for like
yeah,
the
that's
team,
smart.
and I'm like, man, I'm gonna steal some views
What if
off
one-
of that shit.
What
you
if
know?
one day you misspell Hornets and spell horny?
they
Probably
probably bring in some new people. I was like, when I got monetized on TikTok, I like posted on Facebook, and I'm like, now I'm on TikTok. I was like, OnlyFans coming soon. I'll do it.
Coming soon.
You know?
You gotta pay for the content.
We're
and
killing
everything.
these
Exactly.
Hornets naked.
And that's what people were telling me too, though. Like, if I don't get monetized again, people are like, just open that. What the fuck is it called? God, I'm so bad with fucking things
Twitch,
in my
Kick.
head. No. It's like where you get.
OnlyFans, you got Patreon.
Yeah, Patreon.
Patreon,
That's
there
it.
you
The
go, yeah.
Patreon, because they're like people will pay like a monthly subscription for your
Yeah.
channel, and I'm like,
That is
might
a
do
good,
that.
That is a good moment to do it too.
You
Like
know?
people are gonna be like,
exactly. I'm like, shit. If my bills get paid, I'll keep making videos,
Oh,
even if
yeah.
I don't get paid,
for real.
or donations.
Yeah, GoFundMe.
Yeah. I know.
'Cause
I've
they're
seen
not-
people that got like thousands of people on their Patreon.
Dude, and they be doing crazy shit in there. Like they don't have no limits of what you can do.
No, yeah. You could like
So
leave
Animal
whatever
Coach
amount you want.
it's okay.
I just need some like rich viewers. You know, I
Yeah.
think we all need rich viewers.
Oh, dude, we all need them.
People that just want to like give us money. Cause like I'll take.
Even that's why people do lives too, though, because they
Yeah.
donate money to you.
Yeah, I heard that, and it's like I wanted to do it, but I'm like, with the wasp removals, it's like I'm doing it during the day, and I'm like, how many people are gonna be on?
Oh,
like,
you'd
in
be
the
surprised.
afternoon,
You'd be surprised,
You'd be
Yeah.
surprised, bro.
That's the only reason I didn't do it, because I was like, man, I know I'll get like a ton of views if I make a video, but if I'm live, like, what if no one's on and I
You'd
just
be surprised.
totally waste it?
Everybody at work is either on TikTok, YouTube.
You know.
They're watching something, man.
There's 1,000 people that shit at the same time. You know, you'll get views.
It's the truth. I've
That's
never
not a
done the
bad idea.
live
You
on
should-
TikTok or YouTube, because YouTube does live too.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I ain't never.
But
done
I mean, if they're already monetizing your videos when you do it live, they
Yeah.
can just shut you down.
that. Yeah.
Or you could always do Patreon, dude. That Patreon
Yeah.
would be a really
So
good
that's
move.
probably like if they don't monetize it. I'm like, I don't want to ask viewers for money, because I'm like, I make money doing it. But if they stop paying me, maybe I will.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
mean,
Maybe.
see, the thing is, like, if you're getting traction. It's not like
You
you're
know.
not getting traction. People are
Oh, yeah.
liking your
I
content.
feel like
Oh,
this
yeah.
isn't gonna
So,
fly into my face.
I feel like at the moment, at the position that you're in, I'm not saying it's okay to ask for money, but I think people would subscribe to see what you're doing.
Right.
Right? It's not you asking for a handout. It's like,
And then if they start paying, like, there's no like hold back at all, because
Yeah, you could
YouTube can't
put a
demonetize
firework
me,
in that
you know?
motherfucker.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
Like I said, we're down.
Throw
What
'em
the
off,
fuck?
like-
Here we go
Throw
again.
it off like a
Jesus.
bridge at someone.
That's what I'm saying.
People were telling me when I did the spray foam, they're like, it's a hornet grenade, and I'm like, yeah, I'll throw it at someone.
Oh, for
It'd be
real. Hornet
brutal.
grenade.
Like the flaming poop on someone's doorstep. What if you put like a hornet?
So, dude,
Be dead.
how about we do?
They'd be allergic. I'd go to prison for life.
We
you
do
know?
some soccer. We'll do a
Yeah,
soccer
you,
edition.
you guys seen that evil face you just gave me? You just hey, can you zoom in on that
There's
shit?
There's this game where like they punish you by putting you against the fence and then they kick a ball towards you,
We're gonna
Alright.
kick the
like as hard as you can.
hornet's nest.
So we'll do that with the hornet's nest, with the bomb hornet's nest.
What is this,
You
jackass
gotta
now?
throw it to us and then
Oh,
you got to, bro.
I get to kick it though.
Chava's down too.
Fufu is down too.
Yeah, all of us.
Yep.
That'd be fucking cool, dude. Honestly,
would.
that'd be
yeah.
cool.
It would.
Juan's down too.
And the loser on the next video has to run through the hornet's nest naked.
Oh man,
Oh, fuck.
that'd be
Oh no, you already
terrible.
signed up for it. You signed up for
So,
it.
but what do you mean lose? Like, who's winning?
Like if you don't
Everyone that gets to watch it.
All right.
Hey, this is gonna be a good hit for us, man. We're gonna get a fuck ton of views.
Fuck the hit, man. The
Sometimes
experience is
that's
gonna
what
be
it
cool.
takes, man. That one video goes viral, and then
That's all we need,
blows
man. We
up.
just need that,
That
one
was me
video.
this summer. Like I think I had like 70,000 subs like when summer started, and I did like I sprayed brake cleaner in one, and I did it on TikTok and a YouTube short, and like I gained like 50,000 subs in YouTube in like a week and a half. And it was just like every time I opened my phone, it was like, you gained 8,000 more subs. And I'm like, holy shit.
Fuck, dude.
And I'm like, I was sitting there like, it took 5 years to get to 70K. So I'm like, I was like, man, I'm never going to get this play button. And then it was like, within like a week, I hit the 100K to get the play button. And I'm like, I'm at like 127 or something
Yeah,
now.
you
And I'm like, it just
127.
keeps going up. And
How did it feel when you got the plate, man? When you opened that box and
it was smaller than I expected.
yeah,
I guess size matters. You know? So, like I was a little disappointed. I was like, man, 100,000 and
a little
that
small. one.
little.
What is it, like
Oh,
this
yeah.
big?
It's about like that big, but it's like it's not that impressive looking in
No.
person. I'm like the picture looks cool, but I'm like in person, it's a lot smaller than you expect, you know. But I'm like, it's cool.
Yeah.
It's definitely neat to get. I was like happy, but
How much do you think it's worth?
I don't think a lot.
Not
Uh-huh.
much.
Dude, so I can pay $100 or I think 115 and I can get a personalized one. Once you get it, they like you because they say for channels that have like more than one person, like
Yeah.
you can buy it for the other members
I'm
and
gonna
stuff.
do that.
And
That's
you can
cool.
have
We're
them
gonna
put
hang it up
whatever
at my
you
house
want.
either way.
Yeah, you can have them put whatever they want on it, like
Oh shit.
anything at all. So like I was gonna get one with my name, and then I was like, man,
We should get one that says Ram Ranch.
right,
Right.
oh man,
And then we'll send it to his.
send it to my work.
Yeah,
We'll
to your
frame
work.
it. We'll frame it there.
Yeah.
The Christian kid will come back. He left. He works at like Kia now. But man, if we get that
Oh.
Ram Ranch plaque, he'd be back.
Oh, for real, right?
Hey, Ransom sent you this plaque, man. Ram
People at my
Ranch
work
style.
gonna listen to this and laugh at
He
us
also-
talking about gay Christian.
You also want to know if you're gay or not. That's a good question.
Yeah.
He works at IKEA.
It makes it even more gay, bro. Come on, man.
Not IKEA. Kia, the car company, Kia. They're like the shittiest cars though. Fucking Kias can't make it like 50K without replacing the engine.
For real.
Hey, that's where my key is at right now.
Really?
Oh,
man.
yeah.
You got that 100K warranty though, man.
They don't fucking cover.
No,
That's
The
all
engine?
total bullshit.
Dude, my wife still works at the limo company, right?
Wait,
She
hold
drove
on.
her bosses.
I thought did you get her a job after you met her?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so when I left, I was the full-time mechanic, and I answered the phones overnight, which, like, so I was the mechanic during the day. And it kind of sucked, because, like, so the owner, again, Indian industry, you know, but he was really cheap, you know? So, like, when I did repairs, he refused to pay me hourly as the mechanic. It was per job.
What?
So it was like I had to like write up like a quote of what I was gonna charge him, and then he would try to haggle with me on the price and shit. But so like I figured if I dispatched the night shift, I could fix cars because it's slow on the night shift, and he'd pay me hourly to answer the phones. So I'm like, after a while, like I'd get paid hourly to answer phones all night, and then I'd charge him per job to fix the car. So it was like double dipping all night, you know?
You got
So I'm like, I liked it. And then Uber came in and kind of fucked the whole
The
industry up,
yeah.
you know? And that's when I got out. I went to pest control, and my wife took over answering the phones. Well, she answers them during the day, but
Okay.
she took over when I
That's
left.
cool. So they're still renting limos?
They like lease cars now. They
Oh,
they don't
lease
own
cars.
any cars. They're all like leased vehicles from like Enterprise and shit.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of fucked up, but people
I
want
mean-
new cars
I
now.
mean,
Like
Uber, Lyft.
you know, Them things are cheap. Like limos ain't cheap.
No, hell.
They're expensive. So people want a nice car. So it's like they don't want to have limos anymore because like you beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
It's like you rent that, lease the car, beat the shit out of it, and then get a brand new one. You know?
It's a smart thing,
Yeah,
dude.
that's smart.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a smart thing.
When I worked at the pest control company, we leased our trucks from Enterprise too, and we'd drill holes in the beds of the trucks to put those big sprayer rigs. And then we just return them.
What?
And like they never said shit
They never
about
said-
it when we
they never
returned
cared.
them. They'd be like, "We gave you a brand new truck, and now it's got all these holes in it." Like they never said shit. And I'm like, I don't know how that shit even got by with them, you know. But
Yeah.
Enterprise don't care. I'm like, they're making their money, so
They bonded the shit out of that part.
you know.
Stuck bondoing.
Exactly. Probably just put a bed liner on it. I
Yeah,
guess,
most
you
likely.
know? Bed liner would cover it. So
That's crazy.
Pest control's coming. Start get the bondo ready.
They already got the parts and everything.
You got everything ready for them, bro.
Oh, what time are we in?
An hour and 25.
I think that's good enough, no? How you feel? You feel good?
that's good.
You got anything you want to say to YouTube before we go?
That I'll be back soon. You know, I don't know. If this shit doesn't go good, I'll still be making shit. Like shit, I film videos all summer, so
Yeah.
I got
Find
a
you
lot of
on
videos
find you
to
on
put out.
TikTok.
Yeah.
It's Wasp Hunter on TikTok and YouTube.
I
Facebook? You got a
put it, put
Facebook?
it,
Wasp Hunter on
put it on
Facebook,
top
too.
of Fufu's head.
Wasp Hunter. Just look up Wasp Hunter anywhere, man. The OnlyFans will be out in the future. Like
You heard it.
whatever platform you use, just Google Wasp Hunter on that shit. I'll be there.
You guys ever watch porn with bees?
What?
You'll watch it
It'll be
soon.
me next season, man.
You'll watch it
Next
soon.
season, man.
Whipped cream with it.
He's
We'll
gonna
find a
put
way to
he's gonna
make it
put
work.
honey all over himself.
Lubrication.
It turns into a Jackass 2.0.
That's what you're signing us up for,
For
bro.
real, hey, tune in. Ransom is gonna tag it
Yeah,
on.
I told my subscribers, I'm like, man, if I get 1 million subs, I'll totally like fucking just tackle a nest butt naked. I don't care.
Oh.
I'll do
No,
like
don't look at
I'll
me
do
like
like one of
that,
those
bro.
like Batman borders, like where it says like "Bam" over my junk, so like they don't knock me down. You know. I told the dude on YouTube too. I was like, I could edit. Like if you don't like, cause I squash them sometimes. I'm like, if that's what it is, like I could just put like the little "Bam" over it. Like, no one would
Little
see that
bam
shit.
over
You
it.
know.
Put the Batman theme song right. Batman.
Cool. Yeah. So follow him. Check him out.
Heck yeah.
His videos are fucking good.
You froze.
This is what's your name? I forget your name.
You got the co-host here, Charlie, and the main host. We tuning out. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And just keep it tuned, man. We got one last episode coming out before the year ends.
Yeah.
Hopefully, right?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is this guy that schedules everything. I'm too busy playing golf.
Yeah.
Remember, sponsor me. But yeah, stay in tune. Check us out.
Oh, shout out to our sponsor,
What the fuck? We got a sponsor?
Juan.
What?
I'm fucking with you.
Oh, damn! I got excited here. I was like, keep going, keep going.
No. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll catch you in another one. Peace.
Creo que presienten que salgo del menú, no me convence. Quiero más verde y billetes. Soy de la nada hasta la muerte y me los cargo sin ambiente.